All right, welcome to week 9 of the Dirty 30 podcast. As you can see, we got the normal crew. We got Dev, we got Christian, and we're welcoming Rody in. What's up, buddy?
Oh, just enjoying the snow out here. Getting snowing in Denver right now. So, what better to do than sit on a podcast?
There you
Rocking
go.
your Irv Smith jersey. Very nice.
Right.
We decided to switch things up a little bit. It's kind of like halfway through the regular season. I don't know, no real waivers. I don't think we've had any trades this week, so we're gonna do things a little different this week. We are going to redraft the first round, and we're kind of going to redraft the first round based on like what we know has already happened, right? The first 8 weeks and what could have been is kind of the thought process behind here. Um, Anyone got any questions or comments about what's going on here, kind of before we jump in? Cool. I'll share my screen. We'll start by sharing the screen. As you can see, kind of first off, we got what actually happened in the first round, right? Maybe I'll go through that right away here. It went Rody with the first pick in Christian's spot, taking Jonathan Taylor, then Derrick Henry, Cook, Najee, Kamara, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, Zeke, Barkley, and then CMC. Yeah, so I don't know. Our exercise is we're just gonna put what actually should have happened, right? What it could have been, you know. So I think we'll each kind of take a turn, and maybe we'll collectively decide on the 9th pick. Does that sound good?
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
That was great.
Cool. I'll start us off.
And real quick, Matt, so we're not
Yeah.
including keepers, right? So
Not including keepers, right? Yeah.
Right.
So
Yep.
Good.
Cool.
Good point. Yep. Draft board kind of stays the same. What could have been the first 9 picks, with CMC staying as the 10th pick as a keeper. So, my first pick. Oh, not red. Sorry. My first pick is not red. It is blue.
What?
And I'm going Nick Chubb. I don't know how he isn't the first pick. I mean, I guess it's like one of 3, right? I mean, Nick Chubb is just by far the best player in fantasy football this year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That hasn't been a keeper. I think the guy has like 10 touchdowns already, you know.
Monster.
Everyone was scared. He actually went in the second round in our draft. You can see him with Derek
That's
over here.
that's a big keeper.
That's one hell of a keeper.
In the second round, yeah.
Mm-hmm. One hell of a keeper. I don't know. Everyone was scared he doesn't catch passes. Everyone was scared of not having Watson. It doesn't matter. So Nick Chubb is my first pick. Debbie, why don't you take the second pick?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's 3 guys here in the first 3 picks that you could go. I was kind of flip-flopping back and forth, and I think they're actually really close. I went with Derrick Henry.
Okay.
My man.
I think you could, easily go with Saquon there, but I threw Henry in there, surprisingly, kind of, because I'm a big Saquon guy. But
And Henry,
he's just a monster,
He is. I got Henry last week. 32 touches, 200 yards, couple tutties. He just has big games, man.
Trade looks dumber every day.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
You stole Pollard from me though. I mean, fuck.
Well, I gave up James Robinson, dude.
Yeah, fuck. Still waiting for that to come around.
Rody, why don't you go third? Who do you got taken in Tyler's spot?
Probably knowing where he's at, he'd probably go Saquon. Dude just looks like a stud again. Even though it's kind of hard to maybe trust the Giants' offense a little bit. Seems like he might have some weeks where they're just not very good. But I think in general you just got to take them.
I think knowing what you know now, I think those 3 are the right picks in whatever order really you want to choose. I'm kind of thinking. I agree. I'm with you, man. Christian, Dev's pick in Marcus's spot. You going Najee again?
Let's go.
Yeah, I thought about it. No, I think, and maybe this will be a surprise, maybe it won't. I know that Marcus, before he traded this pick, I know he actually was considering this player at 4. You can go between a few guys, but if I had this 4th pick, knowing what I know now, I don't know how you pass on Travis Kelce. I mean, the guy is just fucking automatic as they get. He had a 4 touchdown game earlier this year. Obviously, that wins you pretty much any week. I know he's a tight end. I know that position is not as valuable as others, but when you have a player like Kelce, you literally have a chance to win any week when he's outscoring his projection every single week. So I would take Kelce.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't blame you there. I honestly thought, yeah, I thought it was either Kelce you were going with or the guy that I'm going with, who is on your team.
That's who this is the exact order I had in my
it's Tyreek.
personal. Yeah.
I mean, Tyreek is, I think he's wide receiver 2, and I think wide receiver 1 is Diggs maybe.
Yeah.
But he's a keeper. Tyreek's doing it somehow without touchdowns. Like, dude hasn't scored since week 2. Doesn't matter. 160 yards every week, 10 catches, like, and touchdowns are coming, right? I mean, he's another pretty good keeper coming. Another pretty good keeper coming into next year. So, yeah. Sorry, Dev, you're up next, aren't you?
Yeah. This list is pretty close to what I have. I actually had Kelce and this guy flip-flopped, got a little weird with it. And I think this might change in the next year too. I have Josh Allen as the next pick, and I actually had him at the 4 spot in my list.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
I think we could see that where not every quarterback, obviously, but I think the Josh Allen, I think, could start sneaking into the first round maybe next year. And it's not so crazy. The guy is an animal. So
fourth to first is pretty weird, but I definitely think he's going to go 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah, I agree, Rody.
Well,
but we're on a pretty good list here with Marcus's team.
a lot of Marcus's team on this team. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how quarterbacks aren't just driven up crazy next year, right? Like, quarterback's been a struggle for a lot of teams. So I like Josh Allen was an honorable mention for me. He wasn't in my top 10, but he was definitely in my top 15. So
same.
Who's after? Rody. Who you got drafting in my spot?
So Matt's up, and knowing what we know now, he is taking Aaron Jones.
What could have been?
Right, he's what I have him at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th best scorer right now of the free agents that we have. So, your love for Aaron Jones is out there.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely see you going in that route and liking what you see going forward.
Yeah, he's had some slow weeks, but he's also had some blow up weeks, and I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't much of a split with Dylan last week, that's for sure. So
right.
Yeah, I like Jones. That's been out there.
Dylan's kind of fallen off the cliff too. He hasn't really done much for
Dylan sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get that. I don't get that one, to be honest with you.
Me neither. It's just been kind of goofy thing this year.
He needs December weather.
True.
It could be.
Gonna blow up second half of the season. I wouldn't doubt it.
Could be. Yeah. And depending what happens in the offseason with Jones, who's probably a cut casualty. It's an interesting keeper, but yeah, I don't get what happened with Dylan this year at all.
Goofy.
Christian, your last pick.
Yeah, I actually I was 5 for 5 to start with the list that we had, and then I actually didn't have Allen or Jones in my top 9 guys.
Okay.
I like Jones. I like him a lot. That Packer offense has just kind of put a sour taste in my mouth this year, and I don't know. He'll probably have a great week this week against Detroit, but a guy that I had actually at 6. I could go a different route, but I'm gonna actually debate it at 9 a little bit with you guys. But I think in this spot here at 8, I'd still go Dalvin Cook. I think just the offense, it's clicking. They're a winning team. They run the ball. Madison hasn't really squawked him in the goal line too often. I mean, and he's getting rushing yards. I mean, Dalvin's always going to find himself like top 5 in rushing yards at the end of the year if he stays healthy. I like Dalvin. I would probably take him here in a redraft if he was on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him in there too, so I completely agree with what you said.
Yeah, Jones is just scoring more than Dalvin right now. So
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I actually got a couple of running backs over Dalvin even. So maybe I'll jump into who I would take at 9, and then we'll hear from the rest of the crew, and we'll just kind of decide amongst all of us. Kamara is the 13th, scorer. He's an obvious option. Josh Jacobs is the 6th best scorer. He's an option. I mean, he's had 3 games where he's just won you weeks, man. Like stud of the week, stud of the week, stud of the week. Who else do I got here? Ramondre Stevenson is the 7th best scorer. And then AJ Brown are all kind of people in consideration for me. Debbie, who do you got on your list?
Yeah, I think I agree. On my list, I had AJ Brown at 9, and Kamara right above him or right in front of him. So either of those guys.
Okay.
Jacobs has been great, but I refuse to put him in the first round. He's stubborn about it.
Rody, who do you got on your list? Any of
I
those
would have
guys?
definitely shown Jacobs the love, especially the way this fell. Don't really trust. I mean, I guess if you're choosing the Raiders offense or the Saints offense, that's kind of hot and cold. Both of them are. You don't really know either.
We're gonna find out this week. So they play each other.
One thing that I did kind of find weird when pulling the top scorers recently, Amari Cooper is up there.
Dude, way up there.
That's unreal for how far he fell.
Right up there. Like wide, like top 10 wide receiver. Yeah.
Yeah, 10th round.
Yeah, way up there. I know.
So that's insane to me. And then obviously having the wrong Lions running back, Jamal Williams, seems like that dude a little bit. He's scoring too.
Yeah. So maybe a couple votes for Jacobs, couple votes for Kamara, a couple for AJ Brown. Christian, why don't you break the tie here?
Yeah, I mean, I would say my favorite player in that group is by far Kamara. I think he's the best player in the group. So if I had a redraft, I'd probably take him. But I mean, knowing what you know, Jacobs is just a fucking machine. Like
he has.
But I will say, if he was still healthy, I would take Breece Hall here. That is my only stance is Breece Hall was
I know, man.
Breece Hall was a different animal before he got hurt.
Yeah. I was liking my team a lot. Breece Hall injury. Breece Hall injury has kind of changed things a little bit. I agree. He would definitely be in this list. That dude was a machine.
Definitely an honorable mention on my list.
Was it? Cool. Yeah.
Gotta love Marcus going wide receiver heavy and then drafting the rookie running backs, then trading them both before they actually play.
Right.
So funny, dude. Oh yeah. So funny. Marcus would have had such like a great team plus great keepers coming into next year again.
Right.
Yeah.
It would have been solid.
He could have got another big haul for Walker, for Breece, for if he
Chase again.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think I've heard too many people say Jacobs. Sorry, Dev. Christian, you all right with it? Christian,
I like it.
Christian said Jacobs again. I don't know. Another guy where it's just the narrative was wrong, right? Where Zamir White's going to be a thing. The Patriots never do one running back. It's just dude gets 20 touches a game, catches a fuck ton of balls. He's been solid, man.
And he finds the end zone. I mean, that is what it is.
Yep. So round 1 looks like Chubb, Henry, Barkley, Kelsey, Hill, Josh Allen, Aaron Jones, Dalvin Cook, Jacobs, and then CMC as the keeper.
Wild.
Not bad.
Wild. Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Any final thoughts? Anything you guys want to talk about before I stop sharing our screen and we jump into other stuff?
We're good.
All good.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, hopefully that was a fun little exercise for people. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. So I thought it was kind of cool. So we got what do we got? We got trash talk of the week. I think Rhodey's got something he wants to say here, trash talk of the week wise, and then we got a very aggressive pizza bet that I'd like to jump into. So Rhodey, why don't you take the floor?
Yeah, I just wanted to let Tyler know that Craig Reynolds is actually on the waivers, and he can start all 3 Lions running backs against the Packers defense. Could be a win-win.
Could be.
I'm
Could be.
gonna pick him up tomorrow.
I think he's got a lot of people on buy too. So it might be a thought process. I like it.
My whole team is on by. You're lucky, Christian. Smush you.
Trust me, I'm counting my blessings, but I lost to Tyler when he had a bunch of guys on a bye too. So never know.
You don't get to feel the wrath of Najee this week. So
Oh fuck,
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah, that's a shame.
Marcus hit me up maybe I don't know a couple hours ago and gave me a pretty aggressive pizza bet here. Him and Eric got a pizza on the line.
That's a good matchup.
Good matchup. Yep, even matchup. The winner of the matchup gets a pizza. Obviously, they also added a little caveat here. If the winner of the matchup also wins a side bet of Diggs versus Tyreek Hill, they get a cheesy bread on top of the pizza.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
Easy bread. That's
If they lose, they only get the pizza. So
Okay.
Marcus wins the matchup, but Diggs outscores Tyreek Hill. He's only getting pizza. If Eric wins the matchup and Diggs outscores, he gets a little pizza and cheesy bread. So I like it.
Too.
I like it. I'm glad.
That's a nice
side
wrinkle
bet
moving
action.
forward.
Yeah, I'm glad people are having fun with it. It's I don't know, been a little extra talking points here with the league. So that's been fun.
And pizza's good. So
And pizza's awesome. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we get to watch the Eagles kick the shit out of the Texans right now, and everyone, good luck going into Week 9.
Yeah. I gotta throw in my quick bet of the week.
Buddy, my bad.
No, don't trust me. I've been very average, so you're probably saving people money if they're tailing me.
No.
Last week went 1-1 with the Dolphins covering, but the Raiders and Saints the Raiders and the
Saints.
Was it the Saints?
Yep, that was last week.
Yeah, that bullshit game. Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking. I honestly, it was so bad I fucking forgot about it.
Oh yeah.
That game sucked.
That game did.
Yeah,
suck.
So I know this may not be a popular pick. I know I'm kind of going against what I want to do. But oh man, it's so hard not to take anybody against the Patriots right now. The Colts are 5.5 point underdogs. I just don't trust the Patriots. The Colts are getting Shaq, Darius Leonard back on D. I know Jonathan Taylor might be out, but that line hasn't really moved much, which kind of makes me a little cautious of what's to come. But I know a lot of people might be on the Patriots, but the way they looked against the Bears, I have no confidence in anything they do. So I'm going Colts plus 5.5.
Plus 5.5. Okay. I don't feel very strongly about that one, but
yeah, I know. It's one of those ones that there's some tough lines this week. I wanted to go the Bills, but they're favored by way too much against the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
But coming off a bye week, I like Allen, I like Diggs, I like Gabe Davis this week. I mean, it's just so hard to pick. I mean, you could try and pick the Dolphins against the Bears, but it's outdoors, on a grass field in Soldier Field, which is shitty as fuck. And who knows with the Dolphins, they could screw up. And I like the Lions against the Packers. I do. I think the Lions bounce back a little bit. They've shown some scoring, but if I'm going for one bet and I'm putting my bottom dollar on, I'm going Colts plus 5.5.
I love it, buddy. I love it.
Stone, but the Texans getting 14 on a Thursday when the football's been shit.
At home,
a lot of points.
At home too.
At home.
I agree, Rhodey.
A lot of points. I'm with you. Yeah.
That's tempting.
I just think there's a good chance Bill Belichick makes Sam Ellinger look like Zach Wilson last week, but
It's
could be
very,
wrong.
very possible.
Could be
Very
wrong.
possible. Deion Jackson was low key good in his spot start.
Oh
So
yeah,
we'll see.
Debbie, great pickup. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Sounds good,
Deb,
boys.
good pickup.
Sounds good. Well, we'll wish everyone good luck, and yeah, we'll see you guys again next week here. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Thanks for filling in, Rody.
Of course.